4-on-4. A shot from Luke Hughes is denied. Luke Hughes on the wraparound. He scores his first career NHL goal. Ends the regular season with a record 52nd Devils win. They are ready for the Rangers.
First career goal for a call-up right there as the NHL season winds down. 2 games remaining in the NHL season. They were makeup games. Colorado and someone else. The Devils win. They will play the New York Rangers. We previewed the NHL playoffs a little bit yesterday. News, narratives, takes, gambling. You know the drill. Welcome. It is Friday. And we start with the biggest news in the history of the world. Not for some people, it is. The Washington Commanders have new ownership. Breaking news from Joe Pompliano. Dan Snyder has reached an agreement in principle to sell the Washington Commanders to a group led by Philadelphia 76ers co-owner Josh Harris. The purchase price is $6 billion, a 700% increase from the $750 million Snyder paid in 1999. The ownership group also includes billionaire Mitchell Rales and NBA legend Magic Johnson. What a moment. It will be the highest price ever paid for a sports team. Washington, for the millennials out there, we kind of forget they used to be good at this football thing. We totally forget about them. They were a legendary franchise on the same level, probably significantly better than the Eagles and some other teams that we consider legendary now. Probably a bit closer to like the Steelers. Maybe Steelers got more, the Terry Bradshaw Super Bowls, but the Commanders were a legendary group, and now maybe they will return to prominence. Maybe what's the first thing they're going to do? Draft a quarterback or tank? They should probably tank. They should probably tank. Yesterday, Javier Baez, a professional baseball player, forgot how many outs there were in a baseball game. Watch this shit. So there's Javier Baez is on second base. It's his first extra base hit of the year. He's garbage for the Tigers. Akil Baddoo is at bat. Akil Baddoo hits a deep fly ball, but it's grabbed. Javier Baez thinks there's 2 outs and just starts running. There was 1 out. He was easily doubled up.
Hitter in baseball. Chase percentage always up near the top of the league. This one to center. And Baez doesn't know how many outs there are. Another mistake by Javier Baez. Didn't get out of the box much on the double. Didn't really tag up last night from
on the double. How he got to second base is he thought it was a home run, so he pimped it, and then he just kind of started jogging, and he got a double. Probably should have got a triple. And then he forgot how many outs there were. He's worth like $100 million they're paying him, so he got benched. Javier Baez was like an MVP level guy for the Cubs a while ago. He always chases pitches he shouldn't be swinging at, but it's gotten particularly bad at the beginning of this year, and he got benched, dude. He got benched. They did win the game. The Tigers did. Things are bad for Javier. Got to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays. They have won 13 consecutive ball games. 13. They destroyed the Red Sox yesterday, 9-3. This is a tie for the greatest start to an MLB season ever. I don't know what the win streak is. I'm sure it's in the 20s for both leagues. The 2023 Rays are joining the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers and the 1982 Atlanta Braves for the best start to a season ever, which is bananas. Good for them. Good for them. And all I can say is that I'm jealous of these teams that are good at sports, and it grinds my gears just a little bit. I'm pretty jelly. My teams are bad. My teams give Javier Baez too much money. NBA tonight. Let's take a look-see, shall we? NBA tonight. The Chicago Bulls are playing the Miami Heat for round 2 of the play-in game. I guess this is for seeding. I really don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Don't explain it to me. I don't care. But the Bulls are underdogs, and the Oklahoma City are underdogs. The games will be played in Minnesota and Miami, respectively. The Bulls won round 1. I guess if they win round 2, they go in, or what? I don't get what we're doing, and we're just wasting everyone's time and money. There could be real playoff baseball on tonight, or basketball. There could be real games, but instead the real games won't start until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably after that, they're going to force us to watch that stupid pregame show. I imagine it's Brooklyn and Philadelphia. Philly will win by $1 billion. They're favored by 8.5. I think they're just going to go through the motions here. I don't remember who's left on the Brooklyn team. I know that Ben Simmons has been shut down. Otherwise, this would be hysterical. I can't believe that Brooklyn is in the playoffs. I don't understand what's happening. Then the Celtics and Hawks will play. Those are the day games. Love me some day games when the weather's good. The weather's mostly getting a little bit better throughout the country. Although it's going to be the 40s in Boston. What the fuck are we doing? The Devils are ready for the playoffs. Look at this. They're doing this at their stadium right now. This is a Screamo concert during a Devils game. The Devils game that opened the show. Remember the guy, the Hughes brother that scored his first NHL goal in overtime? Yeah, they're playing this kind of shit there.
What's up, you guys?
Amazing. Good for them. Let's go to Jim Nantz. Jim Nantz, there are rumors that Tony Romo has been mailing it in. And let's get to Jim Nantz and see if he wants to address any of these rumors. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's pull it up. There he is, Nancy Pants. Let's hear him.
Tony got beat up pretty good last year. Were you guys aware that Tony had gotten beat up pretty good from not just people on Twitter, it was people in the industry?
I think there was a little bit of a misinformation attempt there to portray him in a not so favorable light. It was very disappointing. For the life of me, I didn't understand it. Tony is the best. He's the absolute best, and he's also one of my best friends. I love the guy. And when somebody starts questioning our chemistry, there's an agenda there. There is nothing wrong with our chemistry. I've never had better chemistry with anybody in my career than with Tony. Here's what I don't get is, where was all this outcry during the season? It's not like we were invisible. We didn't do any of these games in January any different than we did during the regular season. So why all of a sudden are people like taking cheap shots? I don't get it.
Tony.
The really interesting thing is that Jim Nantz has got a lot of power. Jim Nantz and Joe Buck, they might as well be co-owners of the broadcast rights because they can make decisions that other people can't. I find that kind of interesting. That's a storyline to watch to see if Tony gets benched or yelled at or anything. Let's check in now with Aaron Judge. Aaron on the pitch clock has a good point, which is adapt or die, dude.
I don't mind it. I would like it maybe it was just a universal, like 20 seconds all around, guys on base, not on base. I think that would be nice.
Audio's pretty tough there, but what he's saying is that he doesn't mind it. There's a little complicated. I don't really understand the pitch clock rules exactly, to be honest. They found a way to make it complicated instead of it just being a buzzer. It's like this person's got to be set at that time versus this thing. I don't get it. But it has been objectively good for the game of baseball. We mentioned that the times are down, which is what we want, dude. That is like the thing that all of us have been complaining about over and over and over and over and over again. And over and over and over again. And here we are. It's finally happened. The Sixers released one of the cringiest hype videos I've ever seen in my life. Let's watch it.
Philly love is a say it straight to your face type of love.
Come on, Joel, you can do better than that.
Yeah, he's right.
It's a passionate and loud love.
Oh my, he did it! No big man should ever be able to do that. But it's going to take all of us in the playoffs. That playoff grind is about we. This is the we season. It's the playoffs. Are you ready?
You know I'm always ready.
This used to be a morning show host on a competitor. Look at him. Now they just got him screaming in the mic. Now, should we keep going?
When we're ready to call it quits.
None of the guys in red, white, and blue can be happy.
Well, that's it. Season's over.
There's always someone to remind us.
Daddy, the season's never over. We got the beer.
James Harden!
Are you kidding me?
This is bad, guys. Yikes. It's a major media town. Is it ironic?
This building is shaking right now.
Because that's what brotherly love is.
Someone wrote this. Yikes. Someone wrote that. Yeah, I got to get out of here early. Got a doctor appointment. It's raining. Ugh. I will say this. This is one of the worst videos I've ever seen in my life, and gives me hope that perhaps a lot of you that are making content on TikTok and YouTube can get jobs from teams like the Philadelphia 76ers. I will be watching basketball tomorrow and hockey on Monday. Full gambling preview of the NHL, kind of, on our Monday show as well. See you then.